What's up, everybody? Yes, indeed, man. I'm back, man. You guys already know what time it is. I don't talk about it, I stay about it. I'm going to keep on pulling up day in, day out, people. Even if I don't have nothing to speak on, I'm going to pull up just to say what's up. You know what I mean? I give you guys my word, and that's what I'm going to do. Well, anyways, people, once again, man, let me remind you guys this is a fitness channel with a twist. And today's twist is going to be, hey, what happened with Gunner and Dubs? There's a conspiracy theory going on about those two individuals that they were removed. So I'm going to speak on that. But before I go and do that, like I said, I must remind you, this is a fitness channel with a twist. Excuse me there. I was just eating right now. Well, anyways, people, yeah, so it's a fitness channel with a twist. If you want to get started in your fitness journey, shoot me a DM or email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. There ain't nothing to it but to do it. You can't talk about it. You just got to be about it. If you're tired of spinning your wheels and not knowing what you're doing at the gym and wasting all them countless hours at the gym and not getting results, hey, I'm your guy. Shoot me that DM or email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. Now, with that being said, I'm going to elaborate just a little bit about leg cramping. Someone was asking me, do I know the reason behind leg cramping? I don't know it to be accurate, but from the what I have read on it in the past, nocturnal leg cramping is because of, here's the thing. Potassium and magnesium are the top two common minerals involved in leg cramping. Why? Because these are the two minerals needed to relax the muscles. Now, another thing is low sodium, which is an electrolyte, can also cause cramping. Not as common, but it can. People are usually deficient in magnesium and potassium because they don't eat enough leafy greens. And then we have calcium, which is also in greens and dairy, that can cause a cramp. Another reason is that your pH of your blood is slightly too excessively alkaline. What will happen is the minerals can't be transported, so everything locks up. So if the pH is off, minerals can't be transported to the muscles. Another cause for leg cramping can be because you're deficient in vitamin E. Vitamin E deficiency will cause restless leg. You could be lacking in vitamin B1 and have restless leg syndrome. Now, if you take vitamin E, make sure it's not a synthetic version. Make sure you take a food concentrate, okay? And make sure to take it on an empty stomach. I would say 15 minutes before you eat. That way it absorbs it better. You guys see this right here? The sun's popping up right now. I'm usually out here before the sun rises and the roosters crows. But well, anyways, people, with that being said, man, there's a quick little breakdown and a little bit of knowledge that I've acquired throughout my time. And the reason why I know of this is because there's someone in my family that suffers with leg cramping, and I'm not gonna say who it is. The reason is because there's a lot of people on YouTube that are very unfiltered, man. They have no respect for anybody, so I'm gonna avoid that. As it is, I accept the trollos, the funny bunnies on my channel. I don't really trip on them. Them guys, they live in their own fucking world of fantasy. So, but I'm not gonna feed them any fuel, because some things that they do say are like just wrong. They shouldn't be speaking like that. Well, anyways, people, with that being said, man, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Put your notification bell on all. Let's get this channel up to 10,000 subscribers. With 10,000 subscribers, people, I will start doing lives. On my lives, everybody is welcome to pull up. I'm non-biased. I don't care where you come from, what your background is. I don't care what you identify as. You could come in and identify as a cat and meow your way through the motherfucking YouTube yada. I wouldn't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? As long as you come with respect and keep it cordial, hey, you'll be able to walk the motherfucking yarda, my yarda. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, just a reminder, people, this is not something that really exists out here in the world. This is entertainment here, people. You know what I mean? I just rolling with the flow. You know what I'm saying? This doesn't relate to anything that goes on behind them walls, because what goes on behind them walls should stay behind them walls. It's none of anybody's business. There's a lot of stuff I know I don't have no control over it, because there's a lot of content creators that put out a lot of information that can be very harmful to their health. Let's just put it that way. You know what I'm saying? So be aware of what you do here on social media, because once it's out there, it's out there. Once you throw a rock in a glass house, you're going to break something. And you keep on knocking at that devil's door, eventually that motherfucker's going to come and answer it. So at the end of the day, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? I know I don't trip. I feel comfortable with the bed that I've made, you know what I mean, day in, day out, because I stay within my beliefs and my morals. I don't violate the way I was brought up. That's why I stay in good standings. And when they lay me to rest, I will leave in good standings. Straight up. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? I can't speak for everybody else here on social media. And like I said in the past, I'm going to tell you guys today, I'm not going to do background checks on anybody. It doesn't affect my life, my day in, day out life. I'm a full-time online fitness coach, man. I got my family to worry about and my team members. And once again, people that have been reaching out to me about my team, asking about Julio Sanchez, Mr. Gochos, he is part of my team. So, if you guys want to interact with him, you guys can interact with him during our Zoom calls, because he does pull up. He's a good dude. You know what I'm saying? You'd be surprised who's part of my team. Like I said, I've helped from military. I've helped people pass their physical fitness training, I should say, that they had to do in order to sign up with the profession that they're signing up with. You know what I mean? I don't want to put the titles out there. Why? Because I'll get bashed for it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, all bullshit aside, you know what I mean? It really fucking doesn't matter. If you sign up with my program, you come in as a team member. I don't look into your background. And yes, some of the individuals that had signed up with me, I helped them get in shape through my program. And later on, they reached out to me and told me why they signed up, because they needed to pass the physical fitness part in order to sign up with the sheriff's department or the police department, because that's where they were failing. And they took trust in my program. Hey, keeping it real, right? You know what I mean? That's just right there, I don't discriminate. You know what I'm saying? I know where I walk, and I walk in good standings. But anyways, people, with that being said, man, let me bring you guys to fucking Mr. Gunner and Mr. Dubs, man. So there's a lot of speculation going on. They said that they've been removed because of the interactions, or the reaction videos that they were doing to certain content creators. And these content creators are out attacking the people that were attacking them, that they're putting lawsuits on them. They're suing people nowadays. How true it is, I don't know. Why? Because I don't follow up on the novella that goes on here on social media. I elaborate just what's asked of me. A lot of people reach out to me through my DM. You got to keep in mind, my first line of social media was Instagram. So you guys may not see the stuff and, question, I didn't see any comments on this video. You probably won't ever see a lot of the comments. Why? Because people reach out through me through my Instagram. Go check out my Instagram. I've been doing Instagram for a while. I got thousands of followers on Instagram. I mean, not a lot, but I got, think over 15, 17,000, close to 18,000, followers, It's something that I've been doing, and that's where I started my online coaching. Well, anyways, I do ramble on a lot. Bear with me. But Gunners, Mr. Dubs, from my understanding, No, they weren't removed from the YouTube yarda. They didn't get any strikes against them. They weren't pressured off of the YouTube yarda. From what I know, Gunner was on vacation and he just got back from vacation, so he was spending family time. I've said it in the past, and I'm going to tell you guys today, Mr. Gunner and Dubs, they're the dynamic duo. Okay, more than likely, Dubs, even though I know Dubs does his own thing because he has several channels himself, sometimes you do need to take a break from this, because you can only speak on so much stuff. After a while, you start sounding like a fucking broken record. Shit that's been spoken on over and over and over, or other content creators are speaking on over and over and over. And I don't want to fall underneath that category. I could speak on a lot of stuff that these people have spoken on. Certain individuals have been following cases. They're the prime supporters of a missing child, this and that. I know stuff about these individuals that I'm not going to, you know what I mean? Because I'm not in it for trying to score clout and all that. No, I'm here to push my agenda with my fitness program, So anybody and everybody that's out here on social media that's pushing a positive vibe, I'm here to support them, you know what I mean? I may not like their content, but then I won't tune in. If it's something that I don't like, I tune right out. Swipe left, swipe right, however you want to put it, man. Well, anyways, people, this is going to be a short video, shorter than the norm. Back to Gunners and Dubs. They're still around. They're taking a little break, and I'm more than sure they're going to be tapping in. Well, actually, Gunner dropped the video this morning. He dropped it after I had got done working out. I haven't reviewed it or anything like that. I believe it was about baby Emmanuel that they stopped looking for the baby. I don't really like to get into that topic right there because, everybody's on it. And for whatever reasons, only they know the reason why they cover it. I'm not going to speculate on anybody. No matter how you look at it, it's bringing it to the light. It's not that it needs to be brought to the light because, the real heavy hitters out there, the journalists that are out there have brought it to the public's attention. Everybody's well aware of it. Yeah, I don't even know if it may make an impact within our people, but let's face it, them big news channels, they could push an agenda out there and make it stick, so anyways, with that being said, man, enough with the rambling. Gunner and Dubs, they're still around. They're just taking a little break. From what I heard, Gunner just got back from his family vacation with his fam bam, and Dubs is, he does his thing too. He's got family too. He lives his life just like every one of us. Life isn't always behind the screen, man. We do have an actual life that we live, and I do. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm here every day, just pulling up, and if I ain't got nothing to say, I'm just gonna pull up and say, what's up? Well, anyways, people, with that being said, enough rambling. If you guys want to get started in your fitness journey, shoot me a DM or email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Thumbs up, thumbs down, whichever you choose to do. Once we reach that 10,000, we will start doing lives. Now get up and get yours. Let's do this.